today, a game that makes this sport what it is, a rivalry game. For many schools and fans, it's days like today that can set your feelings about your school allegiance and provide a sense of accomplishment or dread for a very long time. Glad to have you with us from Aggie Memorial Stadium in Las Cruces, New Mexico, home to the Aggies of New Mexico State. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the New Mexico Lobos, taking on the 21st ranked team in the land, the New Mexico State Aggies. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Lobos will get us started with the opening kickoff. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Coming out on first down with the play fake. They get to him as he throws. Tight end finds a soft spot. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, they knew it wasn't going to be easy against this defense throwing the football, right? They've got a pass rush. This quarterback was going to be under duress. He gets drilled, but he gets his first completion on the opening drive of the game. It's going to look like this the rest of the way.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10.
Easy.
Handoff to the lone back. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Guys, let's chat about New Mexico State. Good pickup on the recruiting trail last week. 3-star offensive lineman gives them a verbal, and this is the type of talent they need to get into the program and then develop. Breaks into the open. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running?
Oh, and the extra point is blocked. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cover the final 54 yards with the explosive play in the passing game for 6. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. First down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Into the secondary on the right. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon, and you're seeing that here early.
Going to the running game. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
Defense, man, you got to go low, and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go with the legs, take the legs out from underneath them so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get extra yards after contact like he did there.
They'll try the left side. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
And the Lobos with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Now the play fake. And they can't make the connection. It'll be 3rd and long. These corners backing off a bit. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. He's going for a big play downfield. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Lobos send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. Offense will have another go at it. Always a positive to put up early points, and they'll try to add to this 6-0 edge. Turning it on! Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
One play in this drive and already out to the 41. It's first down. Right through his hands, incomplete. I think he knew he had a chance for a big play, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
So now it's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Makes the grab, it's Prime.
I love the job by the receiver there on the curl route against zone coverage because he finds the soft spot, but he also does a nice job coming back to the football, and it's not easy. When your quarterback's got a cannon like this guy does, and he's throwing a bullet at you, there's a lot of guys that would be hesitant and they would want to wait for the ball. Not this guy. He went and attacked it and secured the catch.
And the Aggies come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
This New Mexico State offense is pushing all the right buttons. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Parks. Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
Stop me when you've heard this before. First down. First down. First down. Just continuing to put first downs together. So far, this defense just can't find any answers.
New Mexico State to the line after picking up the first down. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And it just doesn't get more dominant than that. One-on-one, me versus you, and there's nothing you can do about it, David. I know that's something you know a lot about based on your time at Georgia.
Man, fly off the edge, beat the man as quick as you can. There's so many things that have to go right for you to get a sack. The ball has to be coming out a little bit later. But you know what? When you win that fast and that clean off the line of scrimmage, that is how it's done at the highest level for that defensive end.
It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Oh, look, my one hand. He is stopped right at the 21-yard line, and now it'll be fourth down and decision time. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. He'll try to knock it through from 38 yards out. Dead center perfect. They're now up 9-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. LSU is down, but they are not out of it. Not in Tiger Stadium, a place Bear Bryant once said was like playing inside a drum. Maybe the best home field advantage in football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Georgia. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys. There he goes!
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
And the Lobos have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Quarterback on the keeper. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the first quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking, but these two, they've got to find a way to get on the same page.
They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And that's something this offense is going to try to do in this game, and they're doing it early. They want to establish the run game. They want to be more physical. They want to control the line of scrimmage. That's how they're going to attack this defense.
This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Back to throw, it's Dyer. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, 1st down and more. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On fourth down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver or tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes a huge play for this offense and keeps the drive alive.
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And he was able to get back on top of his own fumble. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Run out of bounds, they'll spot him at the 24.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism and he showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
Grab near the marker, it's Hall. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. Third and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
The Lobos come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll give it to the back. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. They have had the ball for a week and a half. Play number 10 coming up. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Here's the pressure. Caught in the backfield. It's Hall. Oh, he's got a chance. Breaks into the open. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. That's the end of the quarter. New Mexico State has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. That may seem like a really aggressive call, but David, you settle for 3 there. It's like handing a win to the defense.
Yeah, and I like aggressive. Aggressive is good for offenses, and we've seen...
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, New Mexico!
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all.
New Mexico State, 9. New Mexico, 7.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. State offense returns to the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. On the move, it's Stanley. Turning it on! And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
How about the left side of the line getting off the ball, creating some holes so that running back to get through, make a big play on the handoff to the left.
When something works that well, you might as well go right back to it. I mean, they showed no indication that they could stop it.
I like to go back to it and hurry up. Get to the line of scrimmage quick, run it again.
The Aggies, after exploding for that huge run, back to work.
Here we go.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
He's brought down at the 45-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And that don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He'll pull it down and run. It's a fumble. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls on the football.
It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on 4th.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on 4th down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defender.
Let's see what the Lobos offense has dialed up this time. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Really nice first down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
The play action fake. Steps away to find some room. Trying to escape and get it himself. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
And this QB, man, how about it? It's a pass play. He's dropping back to pass. He realizes it's man-to-man, and as they start to chase their guys down the field, well, nobody's got me, and I can just take off, and I've got speed. He chews up ground so easy, so frustrating for a defense to have to deal with a guy like this.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Trying to turn the corner on the left. Oh, he's got some space. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
This play works for one reason. You toss the ball quickly to the left. Receivers have to block. Once that running back gets on the perimeter, you're going nowhere if those receivers aren't committed to getting on those DBs, locking on them, running their feet. That's not their first priority. I know they're going to catch the ball more than they're going to block. Nice job blocking on that toss.
finds his man. It's Blair. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Nice job by this guy finding the slot guy on a drag.
Yeah, the receiver just working his way across the field, giving his quarterback a nice, easy target. That's an easy completion.
Looking for room. It's Hall. They make the stop, but you can't give up 4 yards a chunk on the ground down in this area of the field. It's at the 18.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
And they'll send out the field goal unit. And this one only 35 yards out, but not straight away. This one from the left hash. And this one is perfect. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, you could make a good case. This is the game of the week in the Big 12. SMU is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Dallas, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 10 over Texas Tech. We'll circle back if anything changes in this interesting Big 12 matchup. Back to you guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Offense will have another go at it. Both of these defenses a little bend, but not breaking in clutch situations, David.
It's always exciting when you can go for it on 4th down and you know your defense will make a stand. They held them to a field goal, Jesse. It's a pretty good job by that defense.
It is. So if I'm this coaching staff, don't deviate from the game plan here. Go back to doing what you want to do and get established in this game.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long.
42, Spider.
Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. And the 3rd down pass is knocked away by the D.
You got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone. He tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Mexico will go back to work on offense. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play call.
There he goes. Got enough for the first. The 10. Touchdown, Lobos. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed, look at the elusiveness, get into the end zone. Nice run.
And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Mexico State offense returns to the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Slithers into space. Hard running there. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
And that's a really good job by the defense, reacting to what they see. They see the quarterback flip it forward on the touch pass. Now I got to go get it, right? Corral that football. He picked up some yards, yeah, but you didn't give up that big explosive play, and now you have to make him earn it now on the next down.
Finds his big tight end. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? He sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
It's caught downfield. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45.
Yeah, and you see the wide receiver, he's got to push upfield, make it look like he's going deep, but does a really good job sitting down on that curl, catching the ball, and then as soon as you catch that thing on that curl route, get upfield, get positive yards. Nice route by that wide receiver.
Got it in the middle, it's Prime. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Down to 2 minutes to play in the first half, and it has been a dandy. A chance to perhaps get this game tied up before the break. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Working that left side. Defense was right there, but they couldn't stop him from making the catch, and he's got it to the 30.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
And the Aggies will line it up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unleashes one. He's got an open man. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
New Mexico State has it 1st and goal. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Aggies.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing, I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2 and try to tie it. As it is, they're down by 1. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking for space, it's Humphrey. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run. He'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout.
Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Good play call offensively, and that's the right place to go with the football if you're the quarterback, but just a better job by the defender knocking that ball down.
Going to have to come up with a play on 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. To the air, it's Dyer. Still looking, on the move. Finding an escape route. The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that first down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be 4th and short. This could absolutely spin this game in another direction. They're going for it inside their own 30. Trying to do it on the ground. Breaks into the open. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, New Mexico!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Got his man on the right. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
Defense taking it the other way. Touchdown, Lobos! And they turn it into a defensive score. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Off the play fake on first down. Floating away. Complete to the right. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. New Mexico State lines up quickly. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half.
Get set, get set.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds his big tight end. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. It's a draw. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Timeout, New Mexico.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Rushes on him. Takes a hit as he fires. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
New Mexico State, 16.
Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21.
Take over. First and 10.
Let's see what the Lobos offense has in store. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're
Turning it on. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
Man, it's so nice to have a weapon like this at quarterback. It dictates coverage. You want to play man-to-man? Everybody turns their back. Watch him pick him up, put him down, chew up yards, getting a big play down the field.
The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Handoff to the single back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Off play action. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
They kick it away on 4th down. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. Slips through the line. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. This This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34.
Let's go!
Use the play fake, now to throw. Buying some time as he moves left. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Blasted as he lets it go. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
Being started out great on this drive, but then a couple of incompletions, and now it's 3rd and 10. Pulls it in. It's long. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
With a double-digit deficit here in the 2nd half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down, still going. They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
This New Mexico State offense is pushing all the right buttons. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Got his man. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone.
29.
They'll run play action. Caught near the sticks. It's Parks. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
Tight ends are security blankets for quarterbacks, especially in situations like that, right? You don't need a lot of yards. Just find the big fella, put it on him, get the 1st down.
The Aggies have it in scoring position on 1st and goal.
Come on, set.
They'll try to get it in with the run. Beck's going for the goal line. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
It's now 2nd and goal.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. They'll run it left, looking for the end zone here. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, New Mexico State.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
New Mexico, 31. New Mexico State, 23.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16.
Take over. 1st and 10.
New Mexico offense. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Steps away. Had to throw it before he wanted. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
Yeah, and your first job is to affect the quarterback and try to get him off his spot. They get him off his spot, he gets outside the pocket, and a nice job chasing, not quitting, getting to the quarterback, and still getting a good lick as he's throwing the football.
They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
Looking to throw on first down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Takes the handoff. It's Humphrey. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Looking left. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
Great coverage, great break on the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you gotta secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
Caught in the backfield, it's Humphrey. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I gotta go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. They'll try the run. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. Trying play action. Makes the catch. It's Buckley. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
These are simple routes, the drag routes that go across the field, but they actually can turn into huge plays. You see all the speed on the outside now, wide receiver. You get in his hands quick, he can go make a play, make one guy miss, and maybe next time he can make an even bigger game.
There he goes. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Using his legs, it's McKinney. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. And the field goal unit is on the field. Right on target the first time. Now he'll try another from 24 yards out. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. And that will extend their lead even further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. They'll run the screen. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. If you like old-school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who've starred through the first 3 periods. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They go back to work in the final period of this one.
Here we go. Go.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Moving away from pressure. Bought a little time, lets it go. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Now facing a 3rd and long.
42 Spider. 4-2 hot.
Wants to keep it in the air. That's caught. It's long. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. That's exactly what they told us they wanted to limit. Yards after the catch, and it pays off on this play.
And especially in these situations in 3rd down when you know the ball's going to come out fast, understanding that, breaking on the football, going, making the tackle, and forcing the 4th down.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. The sweet feet buy a little time. Got all he needed for the 1st down, and then he gets down on the slide.
Man, it is do or die time right now for this offense playing at home, and the quarterback just takes the play over. On 4th down, knowing they're trailing, doing anything he can to scramble, find a way to keep this team alive in front of this home crowd. This is going to go down to the wire.
And the Aggies are moving quickly down the field. To the air on 1st down. Makes the grab, it's Fry. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. Back to pass. He's got the back in the middle. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. New Mexico State to the line after picking up the first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the tight end. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive.
Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Aggie! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown play.
PAT unit on the field.
Is on for the extra point.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Texas stomped a mud hole en route to a double-digit win, and they did it outside of Austin city limits. That speaks to the way this coach has galvanized this team and the direction this program is headed. A top 25 clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Let's see what the Lobos offense has dialed up this time. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Using his legs, it's Humphrey. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. Trying to make magic with his feet. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
I tell you what, I love having a quarterback that trusts himself, that knows in a big situation in the 4th quarter, he can take off and still take care of the football, get a big first down, continue to put this offense in a good position to succeed.
The give to the tailback. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
The defensive front had that one spelled out from the beginning, and the fullback went fully backward.
Nowhere to go. That's a quick-hitting play. Till you get the ball to the fullback, you're trying to get him downhill to hit somebody fast. Nowhere to go.
They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Hand off from the shotgun. And there were some collisions in there. The D finally stops him short of the marker. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. run for it. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Tackle is made at the
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
And the Lobos are on the move. Give to the running back. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
And this defense is well aware of the situation, and they're so aware of it. That goal line package is coming out, right? They've got to stop the run. They know the offense wants to eat clock. They got to get the ball back to their offense if they want a chance to get back in this football game.
Safe completion on the screen. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Gets away from one, finds room. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Got enough space. Touchdown, New Mexico. And they take it in for 6 more points. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Man, these ball carriers, they've got a lot of ability in the open field. Their ability to make people miss, but also show off the speed. You saw all of that on that play.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out. Going to try to get it himself. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Makes the grab. He goes out of bounds, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what this one's about. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. And here comes the offense on second down.
Easy.
Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. New Mexico State lines up quickly. Looking to throw on first down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Going the other way, and he's got room. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you could just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His second big game-changing play in this football game.
And how about this? You get to start a drive with a first and goal. Defense in press coverage. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Lobos! Things a little more comfortable after that score and much, much closer to a win here in Week 5. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
The Aggies offense will have another go at it. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Here's a heat. Flushed out of the pocket. Finds his man. It's Stevens. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
On the ready.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
Easy.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Well, the problem for this offense now late in the game, trailing by a bunch of points, is that the defense knows they're going to throw the football. And right now, offensively, they cannot protect the edge. You saw the speed coming from the outside. He was able to get to the quarterback for another negative play.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. He's looking downfield to throw. Got his man. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Opening play of the drive from the 39. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Lobos have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now it's a 1st down from the 43-yard line. Looking for a gap. It's Humphrey. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. trying to turn the corner on the right. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to...
Turning it on! They stop him short, and we'll have a big fourth down coming.
What an unbelievable effort that time by the running back. Great vision and showing off his speed. And now with that big gain, he puts his head coach in a position where he's going to have to make a decision here what he wants to do on 4th and short.
To the fullback. He will not get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and that leaves the door open.
This is so a Jesse Palmer move. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Gotta look good in the polls. This is your kind of offense, Palmer.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. He'll start this drive going to the air. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
And the defense is good with that. Get pressure on the quarterback. Get him outside the pocket. You know it's a passing situation. Play half the field now. This defense is in a good spot, and you can tell they're ready to rush this quarterback.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Got a man, it's King. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. Guys, this is a story we see every single year in college football. Ranked teams losing to unranked opponents. Whatever the reasons, it adds to the flavor of a season.
It's so good because we all love the upsets. And then if you're the team that got that ranked win, Jesse, you start to build your resume, start to build some momentum. So this squad got a good win today.
They sure did. They put the rest of college football on alert with that huge win. And for the team losing, they've now got to be able to turn the page. They got to go back, do some soul searching, because they're a much better team than what they showed today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.